This is the end.
No.
This is the end. It's all over. They lost a piece of luggage. We had to stand in line and give them our passport for half an hour.
The end of what?
But this is the end of our vacation.
Vacation? What vacation?
That was his first. Oh, do you know your
Finally, it's here. The Ploner family reunion.
I want you to know your step grandmother's name is on here wrong. Her name was Solomon. Was her maiden name, not Teitelbaum. Frank said that. Frank knew her daughter. Really? He said that's Solomon, not Teitelbaum, or whatever you put on there.
Hello. This is Josh.
Hello.
Josh and I were instrumental in bringing this together. And here we are at the pool. And his brother Paul, who I've never met before today.
Hello.
And Randy Ploner.
Greetings.
Alex Schwartz.
And my son Alex Schwartz.
Who just lost a tooth?
Just
Another one.
And that's Florence Ploner.
and Florence. Hi, Florence.
She loves sun, can you tell?
And Paul's daughter Rebecca. And my wife Pam Sode.
Original Rebecca.
Arthur, come here for a minute. I want you on the video. And this is my son named after my father.
Hey Jay.
Say hi, wave. Good job, Bubs.
Really?
Wow.
Okay.
And then he would sing, you know, at they hired him and he sang, and my mother the women would be in the synagogue and they'd be crying because he had this beautiful voice.
Oh.
You know the whole mark.
All right, we've had two additions. We have Beth Krieger,
Right.
who is here, and your parents are?
Edith Ploner and Arthur Krieger.
Okay, and we have Frank.
Frank Ploner.
Frank Ploner.
My parents were Lillian and David Ploner.
Okay, this is wonderful. I've never met either of you, although it turns out that Beth and I were like Brandywine 1 year apart in high school, and we both belong to the same synagogue
You're
today.
our first cousin once removed, and she would be your second cousin.
Yes,
That's how I figured that out.
Right there.
that's so funny.
I walked past her.
Because you're a grandson of Abraham.
Well then, I'm being critiqued, huh? As my TV professor used to say, it's very important to always use foreground, middle ground, and background to get that illusion of three-dimensionality. So Frank, give me a little bit of oral history stuff. Your date of birth,
July 8th, 1942.
and where were you born?
Wilmington, Delaware, in the Delaware Hospital.
And again, your parents' names?
David Ploner and Lillian Kravitz.
Okay, and your brothers, sisters?
My brothers are Arthur, Edith, and Burton.
Very good. And where did you grow up? What was
Carcroft.
in Carcroft? So you were in the house in Carcroft. What school did you go to?
I went to Harlan and P.S. DuPont.
Oh my God, so did I. That's so funny.
And then I graduated from high school and I went to college in Boston, and I didn't come back to Wilmington.
Where did you go to college?
At Emerson College in Boston. I got my master's in the School for International Training in Brattleboro, Vermont, and my doctorate at Nova Southeastern University in Fort Lauderdale. In higher education.
In higher
administration.
Okay, very interesting. And when you lived in Wilmington, after you moved out of Carcroft, where did you live? Or you just went to college?
Well, actually, I went to college out of the Carcroft house, and then my mother sold the house and moved into an apartment.
Okay. You didn't. Okay. Let's see. What else can I ask you? Did you ever serve in? You didn't serve in the Army or anything like
I
that?
wasn't in the Army. I was in the Peace Corps.
Oh, you were in the Peace Corps.
And I was there in the Philippines for 2 years, where I was trained and I was in English as a second language teacher.
Tell me what you remember about your grandparents.
I did not know my grandparents. I was the youngest sibling in my family, and Bessie was dead. She died about 2 years before I was born, and Harry died the year after I was born, so I have no memory of them whatsoever.
Interesting. And your parents, tell me a little bit about your parents.
Well, my mother came from Jersey City.
What was her maiden name?
Her name was Lillian Kravitz.
Okay.
And she had a cousin, well, she had an aunt in Wilmington whose name was Lena Hollett. and it was my grandmother's sister, and so that's how she met my father, through them. And then they met and they eventually got married. They became the first married couple in Temple Beth Shalom in 1923.
And were you bar mitzvah at Beth Shalom?
I was bar mitzvah at Beth Shalom, and I had my confirmation there.
Wow. You didn't leave after you were bar mitzvah?
My mother insisted that she was worried about me being Jewish.
She was worried about you being Jewish.
So what I did was I would skip classes on Saturdays and go down to the Warner Theater and watch a double feature.
Mr. Black. Do you remember Mr. Black?
No, I don't.
He was the
manager.
He was the manager. We used to get him for free if we mentioned his name, and then we would go to Gamil's. That sound familiar?
On 8th Street.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it took.
It took. So
I'm a member of a Reform synagogue in Miami.
And where do you live now?
In Fort Lauderdale.
I
live in
Fort Lauderdale. Okay. And tell me stuff about yourself.
No, we're fine. We're fine. No, we're just. I didn't know if we were going to sit there.
I've traveled a lot. I had a lot of international travel because I used to recruit students. So I lived in Asia. I lived in the Philippines and Japan.
Wow.
I used to go to Asia every year for a month and recruit students. And I've been through all of South Asia, North Asia. I used to recruit in France. I went to school in Paris and I studied French. And I also traveled in Central and South America. So I have a lot of international experience. I lived in Canada for a year in Montreal. And I've been in South Florida for almost 34 years.
Can I ask you to do me a favor? Take your sunglasses off for a second.
See me?
And take your hat off so I can really see if you have that ploner face there. Yeah.
What do you think?
I don't know.
I look a lot like my mother's family.
Okay, yeah, I'm not sure that.
Yeah, Josh looks a lot like his father.
So what do you think about this family feud between my grandfather, Al, and your grandfather?
You want me to keep my glasses off?
Tell me about this. Yeah.
Those things happened before I was born or when I was a very little kid. And all I knew is that was the reality of the period. And it really wasn't discussed very much. The only thing I know is that it had something to do with the business that my father had and Al being involved in it or splitting off and having his own business. And I don't really know all the details of it. So they were fighting about it. And then my father also fought with Sarah, and they didn't have good relationships either.
The Strausses.
Yeah. So I don't really know. I just knew, growing up as a kid, that there was a situation like that, and there was bad blood. But I never really, I thought that was the normal thing. You know what I mean?
and it really is, I think.
I think it is with a lot of families, more than you know, in Jewish families.
In any families. I mean, when people get older, they get married. This one, I was just saying to your daughter, Rochelle, I was saying, in 50 years, how can you not say something that doesn't insult somebody or piss them off? Or
I try all the time, but it doesn't work.
Well, they get pissed off, but they still talk to you because you're just such a lovable teddy bear of a guy.
I felt that the Ploners were very steadfast in their feuds.
Yes.
Once it would happen, that was it.
For generations.
It's like my brother. He's not here.
Yeah.
Because he had a fight with his father. They had a fight 35, 40 years ago, and it's like it's still going on. And my brother's been dead for I think my brother's been dead since. So that's 19 years ago.
Unbelievable.
That's right.
So they hold a grudge, and that's it.
You know what I was going to do? I didn't tell you this, Josh. I was going to get a bucket of dirt and an axe and bury it and have that at the entrance, so that we could have as the theme is we're going to bury the.
Well, it's ended for me a long time ago.
Yeah.
Because I just let go of those things. But I had to go to therapy and find out because it's dysfunctional. Number one, and number two, it's like being in the house. Families that have alcoholism in the family or something like that, and it's an unspoken thing, but you know that it's bad and it's there.
Right.
And so you don't talk about it, and so it's under the surface and it affects everybody, but you don't know what it is. It's like an unspoken thing, and that's really what it is. So I went to therapy, but it wasn't for that. But I found out that I was a recipient of that, even though it was. Like in my mother's family, as sick as they all were, they all talked to each other. You know, they would fight and they would talk to each other.
To get over it.
Absolutely, they always had a relationship, my mother and her siblings. And they were nuts. They were nuts, but they always got along.
Josh, you must have some questions. Help me here. Come on.
I don't know what you guys discussed.
It's some normal. We've done this oral history. You've done it with me already.
It's easier to ask other people about the fights, the feuds, when it's not my family.
Tell me more about the fights
Well, I was involved in a few fights because it went to the next generation. His father and my other brother, Burton, they fought. And Edith, my sister, and his father, they fought all the time. His father fought with my mother. And so there were all kinds of things going on.
Thank God you weren't lawyers in this family.
And I was the youngest one, and I wasn't a stakeholder, you know, in the feuds.
Oh, I see.
So, but what happened was they fought over my support.
God.
So they would get me involved. Arthur would recruit me. Edie and Artie would recruit me. I never got recruited.
Oh, that is so funny. You know what's funny about this? Because when I was a kid, I was best friends with Randy's older brother, Brad. And when we would have a feud, Brad would try to get Randy and Mark to take sides, you know, when we wouldn't talk to each other for a week. And this is when we were, you know, like 12 years old, you know? I mean, just to show you the maturity, the level of maturity, you know?
Well, I'll give you an example of the family feud and how it worked. When my father died.
Hey, Mike, I would turn it off and take him into the screen room. Okay,
go.
At my father's funeral, like in 1960, I went to the funeral, obviously, my father. I was a teenager. And we were at the cemetery, and we're all standing by the casket, you know, before they lower it into the ground. And there was this woman there, this little short woman there, and she was crying hysterically, and she threw herself on the coffin.
Oh my God!
When it was going down the ground. And I turned around to my sister and I said, "Who is that woman?" And my sister said, "That's your Aunt Sarah." I had never known her.
Oh, this is...
And so can you imagine being a teenager and you see this person who's so upset over your father's death, more upset than you are? And I never knew her. I'd only heard about her. Now, I met her a couple of times after that. But I know that there was a fight between my father and her, and it had to do something... I'm not sure exactly what the facts are, but it had to be something about one of her kids getting divorced or moving out or something, and that my father helped by getting the furniture moved or something like that. I'm not sure I have the facts right, but it had something to do with that. And there was bad blood. They stopped talking over that. So, yeah, that's all I know about that.
You know, that's sad because there was people like Burton. The first time I can remember, I'm sure I probably met him before, but I mean, it was like at Leonard's funeral.
Right.
I saw him there, and then probably before that was Brad's funeral. You know, in 1979.
Yeah, they were friends and they were neighbors.
Yeah, and I remember growing up, and I was very close with Leonard's family, and I remember in Brandywine Hills there was a Missy Floner, but I don't remember ever meeting her. You know, I mean, who knows? Maybe at Brad's bar mitzvah she was there. I don't know, but I mean that was what, 40 years ago. I mean, my gosh.
Yeah, well, Missy's 51.
Wow. I wouldn't know her if I fell over her. Would not. And I just found out, Beth and I went to Brandywine High School. I was 72 and she was 71. That is so weird.
Yeah, well, for the record, Missy's married to Andy Dubroff is her husband. They met at the University of Pennsylvania. They live in Potomac, Maryland. Her husband is a attorney, and she's a housewife now, but she got her master's at Penn in occupational therapy.
Oh my God, guess what my wife does?
And
she's an occupational therapist.
Yeah, and she has 2 children. Matthew is a junior. No, he's going to be a senior at Boston University. And the daughter, Lindsay, is 17, and she's a a senior in high school.
Yes, fill me in on these things. The ones that are not here. I mean, you're also going to give me.
That would be. Let's see.
I think we're all the way over on that side.
David, our family here.
Right.
So that would be under Burton and
Right.
Phyllis.
Right.
Missy, this is this one right here.
Missy's married to.
And Andrew Dubraw.
Okay.
Nathan.
And I'm sorry, children again?
She has Matthew Dubroff and Lindsay Dubroff.
Okay.
And then Nathan.
Any idea how old they are?
Yeah, well, Matthew is a senior
In high school.
at BU this year, so he must be around, he's going to be 22, I guess, around then.
Okay.
And Lindsay must be 17.
Okay, all right.
And then Nathan is an attorney, he lives in New York, and he works for the, I'll tell you what it is, because I've got his business card. He was married once and divorced, but he doesn't have any children. He works for the Commodity Futures Trading Commission in New York. He's a trial attorney.
Wow. Okay. Let me get this email address up here. I'm going to add him whether he likes it or not. He's going to be okay.
Right. And so that's that family.
Okay. Now give me. You got more family to give me here. I guess.
Well, you've
the
got
Kriegers.
you've got the Kriegers. You want to know about the Krieger
Yeah, I don't.
children?
Well, I have Beth here. I'm sure she can give me some
Yeah,
information.
she
but
will. But it's not Beth. It's not Elizabeth. It's Beth.
it's Beth. Okay.
That's got to be. And Frederick isn't spelled correctly. It should be a C, not a K. At the end.
Wow. You must be a college professor. So what kind of grade do we get on this project?
Yeah, damn good considering the information you worked with, I would say. Fred is the oldest, Beth is the middle one, and Andy's the youngest.
Okay. And children?
Fred has two children, Danny, who's a graduate of the University of Pennsylvania, and he's a currency trader, and he works for his uncle in New Jersey.
Wow, we've got some smart people in our family here.
Fred is now just
What
going
happened to me?
Fred is a regulator at the New York Stock Exchange, and he's had a career in, he went to Penn and then Emory Law School, and he worked for the Securities and Exchange Commission. He's been in regulatory type jobs, but in private industry for Salomon Brothers, Schwab, and so forth. And they lived in England. He used to work for Salomon in England. He lived in San Francisco. He lived in Chicago. Now they live in northern New Jersey. And the daughter, Anna, is going to be a senior at Haverford College. So she must be around 21, 22. And Danny graduated last year, about 2 years ahead of her, so he's about 24. So that's his children, and Fred's wife's name is Alice. Alice, I can't remember her. It's a senior. I can't remember. It's a senior mom. Then Beth is married. She lives in North Jersey, and she's a securities writer now, business writer, and she works in Jersey City and lives there. And her husband's name is Stephen Rothschild. And Beth has two children.
Excuse me, is it the V. Rothschilds?
No.
Okay.
And Beth, it's a second marriage for Beth, and she has two children. Vanessa, who graduated from Wesleyan, and she now works for some kind of an engineering company that works on environmental issues in North Jersey. And she's about 23, 24. And they have a son, Alex, who's going to be here this evening. And Alex has just graduated high school, and he's going to start at Franklin and Marshall next month, or this month actually. And Andy is, so Beth's a professional. Andy is a currency trader. He has his own company, and he has two families. The first family, he had one son and three daughters. The son's name is David. Let's see if I can remember all the daughters. There's I can't remember. You get it from Beth. I can't remember all the girls' names. Then he was divorced. He has a second wife. Her name is... I'm drawing a blank on it. I didn't see that. And they have 2 daughters. One is 5 and one is 4. And now he's leaving the country to go live in Dubai for 2 years, where he's going to look for clients for his business.
Currency trading, isn't it? So, I'm sorry.
So that's them.
That's them. Now, do you remember do you remember my grandfather, Al?
Yes.
Tell me about what do you remember about Al?
I don't know. I didn't know him very well. I only met him a couple of times, so I just knew of him. And the only siblings that I really knew in my father's family were Aunt Jean and Aunt Ann. I knew them. I knew Aunt Jean very well, and Aunt Ann fairly well.
Tell me about. I mean, Jean I met. But, tell me about them. What do you remember?
Well, I knew Jean and Jack very well. My father used to take me to visit them in their store on the east side. They had a grocery store,
Right.
and they lived above the store. And Aunt Jean was very warm, and she was very nice to us. I remember she used to, when we'd come to visit, she said, just go eat any of the candy you want, take any of the candy. We used to run through the store and get all the candy we could, fill our pockets with candy and eat candy. That's what we did. She was very nice to us. And she also made brandy. She used to take the fruit that she had from the store, like peaches, and I remember peach brandy and pear brandy, and she used to ferment it. I don't know how she did it, and down in the basement, and it was great stuff.
And you knew this as a child? Al?
I knew when I was a little bit older.
Oh, okay.
So, but she was a very nice. She was probably I had a good relationship. She was very warm and very nice, and Jack was very nice too. And so my father. I know they had a warm relationship. You could tell.
What about Anne?
Anne, I didn't know as well because Anne lived in New York.
Right. Yeah.
So I didn't see her as much, but and I knew Anne's kids because they used to come and stay with Aunt Jean.
So you'll see Harriet here tonight.
I saw Phyllis already today.
Oh, okay.
She was at the hotel. So I know Phyllis and Harriet, and they're the 2 cousins in the Ploner family who I know because they were my age.
Right.
Phyllis is exactly my age.
I'm sorry. How old are you now?
65. 65. So I don't know if I should say that. It'd be on the tape.
Well, we already gave you. We already gave us your date of birth.
Yeah, that's true. So Phyllis was like born 2 weeks before me, so we knew each other. So I used to know Aunt Ann and Uncle High was his name, and so I'd see them occasionally, and I'd see them in Florida. They came to visit, and I saw them there. So, and I'd been to their house in Floral Park when I was in college. I had friends in the neighborhood, and I visited with them. So I used to see them, but so Aunt Ann, Aunt Jean, I knew the best of the siblings.
My sister is 60, but she was on Al's side, so you probably wouldn't know her. Her name is Barbara. She'll be here. My mother, who you may have never met. It's really weird. And
So that's Leonard's
sister.
Yeah, I never know them. Didn't know them. My brother did. My brother knew them all because he was 18 years older than me.
Oh, right.
So he knew them all. My brother knew Yiddish. He had learned it from, because the grandparents spoke Yiddish in the house. Grandmother didn't speak English. And my father spoke to them in Yiddish. And I didn't even know until I was a fairly big kid that my father could speak Yiddish. Because my mother was an American born. And she just knew very little Yiddish. So, but when guests would come over, family members and so forth, my father would speak Yiddish to them, and then I would hear it. But I didn't realize when I was a kid that he was really a native Yiddish speaker. But he spoke English like an American because he started school here from the beginning. And he went through, I think, the 8th grade, and then went to work to help his father in his business. So,
Tell me about that business.
he was in the automobile business parts. He had rebuilt transmissions. They had glass department. He rebuilt generator starters. Carburetors, that kind of stuff. Then I think eventually he bought that stuff and it was already rebuilt. And then also he had a radiator business where they record radiators. And his last business before he died was a transmission business, rebuilt transmissions. He was pretty much in that business all his life.
And it was all down on South Market Street.
520 South Market, 518 and 520 South Market Street.
That's funny. Huh. That's funny how those things are, because that's what Leonard.
I know. Yeah.
And so I kind of grew up knowing a little bit about that business, but never knowing,
Well, actually, I remember going to that business with Arthur once. Arthur took me over, and he said, "Come on over, you meet your uncle." And he took me in, and Al was behind the counter, and he looked around at me and he said, "Oh, Francis, how are you?" And he knew my name.
Right.
And knew who I was, and I'm looking at this man who looked a lot like my father. My father had already been dead at that time.
Right.
And it was the same with Sarah. When she saw me, she said, "Oh, Francis," because that was my name.
Right.
Even though I go by Frank. I said, "Francis, so good to see you." And I go, "Who are these people?"
How do they know me? Oh, that's so funny. All right, well, anything else that you want to add? I'm sure there's so much more we talk about. Maybe later this evening after a few drinks. We did this. We have interviews of Frida. We have interviews of George Levin. And we have interviews of Nate Strauss, who's a trip. Nate is a trip. My mother, I wish we could interview her. She had a massive stroke in 1976. So.
Nate Strauss, I'm looking for him on the chart here. Here, Herman Sylvia.
There's Nate, right there.
God, that's a big family.
Yeah, they had a lot of kids.
Yeah, there he is. Okay, so he would have been a grandchild, so he'd be my first cousin.
Yes, he would.
Wow.
And when you see him, you're going to laugh when you see his face. Because he has got the ploner face,
He's got
baby.
the ploner look?
He has got the ploner face.
It's like Paul.
Yeah.
Paul could be a spitting image for my father.
Yeah.
Yeah, incredible.
And
when he was a kid, he didn't have as much of a look like that. It's funny when people grow up, how they're, when Paul was a kid, he looked much more like Florence. I was telling her that last night, his mother. And I was saying, when he was a little kid, he looked like you. And now he's a spit image for my father.
But I think part of that is because the memory and the pictures that we have of our grandparents and our great-grandparents are not when they were 12 years old.
That's true.
The pictures that,
That's true. Yeah, I have a picture of my father. It's in the, I sent it up when he was about 5 years old. He was such a beautiful kid, a gorgeous kid.
Yeah.
There were three, I don't know if you've seen the picture. It's Bessie and Sarah, Dave, and Al.
In
Latvia.
Oh, yeah, we have that picture,
Yeah,
yes.
so we have that picture,
Yeah.
and I sent it in,
Yeah.
and when Josh got that picture, he wrote me back an email. Awesome picture.
Yes, we have that. It's all over the place.
Yes.
You're going to love the website. The website is I'm working on it. All right, well, let's go back over there.
What do you expect, right? Now, let's go. Somebody should have laughed about it. I think tonight's a really neat night. We're all here together. This many ploners in one room is an exciting event. I know as I saw people coming through the door, it was pretty exciting for me, and I don't know most of you. But I do know one thing is, and I've got this on, everybody's going to get a commemorative t-shirt. Harry and Bess. That t-shirt is a gift from my brother Paul. So I'd like to thank Paul. It was his idea. So the box is in the back and they're by sizes, and we'll definitely figure it out. Make sure you grab one before you leave. But I wanted to wear it for effect. So thank you. It's slimming.
It's slimming. And being a ploner, that really is important.
Josh, before we begin, how about a big hand for you guys for putting all this together? Great job.
I got a captain from each family, so that would be Michael Schwartz.
Yeah.
That would be Bruce Levin. That would be Andrea Strauss, who didn't come. She's on a plane somewhere. And Bruce is doing a wedding tonight, so he's going to try to come late. And or we'll definitely see him tomorrow at brunch. And who did I leave? Right? And I left Harry. And Harry.
Herb.
Well, no. In a minute, but a lot of people have asked me, how did this happen? And why did this happen?
It's from Harry and Betsy.
Yeah, they were, you'll find that on the video, but they were frisky. They had 5 kids. But actually how this happened was about 7 years ago, Leonard Ploner, many of the splits that existed in the Ploner family.
Excuse me, that microphone is terrible. Just talk.
Many of the splits that were in the Ploner family, one of them was between Al, we're going to talk about it in the video, so I'm not going to go into too much depth, but it was between my grandfather Dave and Harry versus poor Al. But Al won the lawsuit. I do want everyone to know. But for God's sakes, they wouldn't talk for years, and everybody was ganging up against everybody.
Do I get any of the money?
That's fair. But what happened was, I got this phone call, a very interesting phone call from Randy Ploner.
Stand up, Randy.
Stand up. Hey, Randy. And what Randy told me was, my father said it's time to end the feud. And I want to call you because I happen to know that you're named Josh Ploner. And for those of us, which had special meaning in some of my research, Harry's father was named Joshua Ploner. So it is an old family name. So I've been ribbing a lot of people saying, I got the name. So,
How old are you now? 120?
Oh, so it's been a name in our family for a long time. But Randy said, do you mind if I name my son Josh?
Stand up, Josh.
Stand up,
Stand
Josh.
up, Josh.
The other Josh Ploner.
Stand on the chair, Josh.
and that started a opportunity to get to meet part of my family I never knew. And I really enjoy Leonard's kids and Leonard's nephew and Leonard's niece. And I think over the last 7 years, I got to know Andrea, and I've gotten to know more and more Ploners. And every time we get together, somebody says, why don't we do a reunion? And in the interim of all this, we said, why don't we do genealogy? So kind of the two melded together, and this is the result. What I think has been really neat about it is little Josh is also very good friends with my son Arthur, who's at a birthday party, and he's coming in a little bit. So he wouldn't miss his birthday party. So, 6-year-olds. But so this has been really neat. And I got to tell you, as I'm seeing folks, I know this is really neat, and I hope everybody's having fun. I'm glad we're together. I was just standing outside talking to Alan, right?
Oh, you had to read my name?
No, I had to. So I'm outside talking to Alan. That's why we did name tags. See, I can see how far. And Alan says, we got to do this again. And I said, yeah, in 10 years. He goes, are you crazy? He says, it's got to be quicker than that. So I hope this is the beginning of something that will gain momentum, and it'll be a good thing. And so I just want to thank everyone, because what we are celebrating today is Harry and Bess, but we're also celebrating each other, which is the legacy that Harry and Bess left us. So I think we all need a round of applause, because a lot of people came from a lot of places. And to give you an idea of what we're going to do now, and I'm going to introduce Irv. Irv's going to come up. He's put together a wonderful video. He is Irv Levin Productions, and I'll let him. After Irv, because I know people are probably getting hungry. After Irv, Michael's going to come up. He's going to give us a blessing, and then after the blessing, we're going to head into the next room for food. So, to give you an idea of what's going on. So, thank you, and let me give the floor to Irv. Take it off.
I want to be in the dark.
Stand up.
and there's no feud. This is really just an amateur video we put together. I tried to put everybody's picture that I had, and I apologize in advance for anybody who's not in it. I know Mike and Josh asked people to send in pictures, and some people did, and some people couldn't or whatever. So I hope this doesn't start a feud if you're not in it.
My name is Michael Schwartz. I was born 4/10/54. My mother is Judy Ploner. My father is Max Schwartz. And my grandfather was Al Ploner. Abraham Schwartz. Wife, Pam Sue. Her maiden name is Katz. And I have two children, Alex Schwartz, who is videotaping right now, and Dara Schwartz. I have a sister.
I'm the sister.
And her name is? Ask for questions.
Susan Schwartz Levin.
Your date of birth?
I have to tell you my date of birth?
No, you don't have to.
That's optional. It's December 13th. I was born on Friday the 13th.
How are you related to the Ploner family?
My grandfather, Abraham Al Ploner, and my grandmother, I'm not finished, was Rose Teitelbaum Ploner. I have one son. His name is Ross Howard Levin. He's 36. Thank you.
Okay, this is my mother, Judith Ploner. And that was her maiden name. Her married name was Schwartz. Her date of birth was 9/1/1926. Her father was Al. And here we have Josh. Your name?
Hi, I'm Josh Ploner.
Your date of birth?
October 23rd, I guess, 1961.
And how are you related to the Ploner family?
I am the grandson of Joshua David Ploner, the second child and eldest son of Harry and Bess.
And your children?
I have two children. I have a daughter named Amanda, and my son Arthur J. is named after my father. Both of them, actually.
And you have a wife?
This week.
And the gorgeous daughter, Amanda.
You're so obnoxious.
And you have a brother, I understand?
Two.
Two?
Yes, this is my sort of older brother.
Well, go over there. Hold on. And your name? Hold on. Amanda, let her. Your name?
My name is Paul Ploner.
Your date of birth?
May 14th, 1956.
And how are you related to the Ploner family?
I am the son of Arthur Ploner, who is the son of David Ploner, who is the son of Harry Ploner.
And who are your children?
My children are Faith Ploner and Rebecca Ploner.
Okay, and over here we have.
Get a water.
Florence Ploner. I'm the wife of Arthur Ploner. With Josh Ploner, Paul Ploner, and Martin.
Okay, very good. All right. Name. Let's start with the oldest people first.
Keep walking.
I'm Alan. I'm Gene's grandson.
Okay, your full name?
Alan Aaron Levine.
Your date of birth?
11/29/63. And my middle name is spelled Aaron.
And let's see.
I'm married to Kelly. This is Kelly. Kelly. Her middle name is Lee.
How are you related to the Ploner family?
Elisa.
How are you related to the Ploner family?
Through Jean Levine. She's my grandmother.
Your grandmother. And who are your children?
There's quite a few of them out there, but we'll start with Paul. This is Paul. Paul is 19. Still.
What's your date of birth, Paul?
He's got a light beer in his hand.
That's a federal offense. Oh.
And that's Paul, or Adam. Look, my son. This is my other son, Jacob.
Wait, we're coming over here. Don't go anywhere.
All right, this is my oldest brother, Irving, and he's still virgin, too.
Your name again?
I'm Paul.
Mary.
And your date of birth?
1987.
And how are you related to the Ploner family?
She's my great-grandmother.
Okay, and your father?
Is Alan Levine.
Okay,
He's not
and
sure.
We got this next one.
He's your daddy.
Adam Levine.
Get him in close. Walk closer so we can hear everybody.
Back away from my shot.
All right, and your date of birth?
10/17/91.
All right, and your parents are?
Alan and Kelly Levine.
Okay, and you have no children. And your name? Come on over here, Jacob.
That he's aware of.
Jacob, what's your full name? Talk to the camcorder here. Any middle name?
Suzanne, you need to have.
I'm sorry? Stay a little closer because we can't hear you. Speak up. Okay, good. Is that all right? All right, and what's your date of birth? When were you born? What's your birthday? What year? 2000. Okay, who are your parents? Okay. And do you have any children? No, I'm sure you don't. Okay, next, we're going to have Irv over here. What is your name?
Irving Mark Levine.
And what is your date of birth?
8856.
And how are you related to the, what, 86?
56.
Did you say 86?
I think I said 56.
Okay. And how are you related to the Ploner family?
All right, I give up. Jean Levine. Jean Ploner Levine.
Sure.
My grandmother.
Okay, and your father is?
George.
Okay. All right, and you're married to this
My
wonderful
lovely wife, Mary.
Mary. Hi, Mary. And what is your maiden name?
Doherty.
Okay, and I'm not going to date of
Stand
birth.
this way for a minute. She's a shiksa.
1995. Yeah, 1995.
Okay, and who are your parents?
My parents?
Yes.
Fran and Ethel Doherty.
Doherty, spell that.
Doherty.
Okay. All right, and who are your children?
This is my daughter over here.
Oh, over here. This-
Suzanne.
Woo.
My
Hello.
baby. I'm the youngest.
Who used to babysit for this guy right here in the camcorder?
Now he's too old.
What's your date of birth?
9488.
9488. Okay, and who are you? Well, we know who your parents are.
I'm not sure.
And you have no children, so okay. And there seems to be a missing son. Where's
He's,
your?
he's on smoke break with his other cousin.
Okay.
Him and Larry left.
Well, introduce him anyway. Tell us about your other son.
Kevin James Levine, 92385 is my son, and he's here on a integrate break.
He's with
Okay.
your other
Cut.
With another.
What's your name?
Who, what, and where?
What's your full name? And what's your date of birth? When were you born? Okay, and how are you related to the Ploner family?
I have no idea.
Look at the camera. Who's your dad?
Who's your daddy?
And who's his dad? I have no idea. Wait, we got a cheat sheet right here. There it is. David Arthur, Josh's son. We got it right there. Okay. Thank you very much. Sit down, Mark Ploner. Sit down.
Linda's going to speak for me.
Sit down.
I wasn't getting up, I was just moving.
Sit down.
Speak.
Okay, Mark Ploner. This is your life. What is your name?
Mark Ploner.
And what's your middle name?
Alan.
Okay, what is your date of birth?
9160.
You know, it's amazing that my mother has the same birthday.
Just what a
9/1.
coincidence. I've heard of your mother.
And how are you related to the Ploner family?
I am Al's grandson, great-grandson. Al's grandson.
Okay, and your father was?
Leonard Ploner.
Leonard Ploner, okay. And your children? Oh, first of all, your wife?
My wife Linda, and Zach, and Bess.
Okay, we're working our way over here. And your mother? And your mother's name is? Phyllis, okay. And we have Linda?
Oh yeah, you're gonna.
Linda?
Hi.
Your name?
Linda Jackman.
Okay, and your date of birth?
November 29, 62.
And how are you related to the Ploner family?
I am married to Mark, who is Abraham's grandson.
And you have children?
Bess, 14, and Zach, 10.
Okay, Zach. Your full name?
Zachary Abraham Ploner.
Okay, Abraham, that name's vaguely familiar there. Okay, your date of birth?
7/1/97.
And who are your parents?
Mark and Linda Ploner.
And who are your children. You don't have any children. Okay, Bessie.
Oh, no children. I'm Bessie Ann Ploner, A-N-N-E is the middle name. I was born January 22nd, 1993. My parents are Mark and Linda Ploner on Abraham's side of the family, and I have 7.5 kids.
7 and 8. I want to meet the half kid. Okay, and over here we have your name?
Phyllis Ploner.
And your date of birth? You don't have to give it to us.
6634.
Okay, and how are you related to the Ploner family?
Leonard was my husband.
Okay.
Al was my father-in-law.
And who were your parents?
My parents?
Yes.
Ethel and Harvey Zanko.
Okay, all right. And your children, we know who you well know. Tell us who your children were.
Randy and Brett.
Okay, all right. And we got over here. Who do we have over here?
We're married to my mother from
Martha. We need you for 1 second. Here. Martha, answer these questions.
Send it to the next table. Get it
I am the wife of Randy
everybody to fill it out. You want to fill this out over here?
and Al's grandson. And I was born on April 22nd, 1967. And let's see, Rebecca, Sarah, and Joshua are
Somewhere. And they're somewhere.
They're somewhere. There's Rebecca. With
Where's
that.
the
Randy.
questions? Randy, answer these questions on the camcorder.
There you go.
Okay. You ready to start?
It's on.
It's already on.
Ready? Is it live? Or is it Memorex? Okay, my name is Randy Ploner. My date of birth is 10/22/57. I'm related to the Ploner family because I am a Ploner. And my parents were Leonard, who's deceased, and Phyllis, who's still around. My children are Rebecca, Sarah, and Joshua.
Who we can't seem to find at the moment.
Yes. Okay. Cut.
Okay. Date of birth, August 30th, 1994. My birthday's in a week and like 5 days. How exciting. I'm related to the Ploner family because my dad, Josh. Okay, are you focusing on me or?
Well, I was doing your sticker because it has.
My dad is Josh
So maybe we can see some of his
and then
stuff
his
tomorrow.
dad was Arthur Ploner, and then his dad was David Ploner, then his dad was Harry. Okay. My parents, Josh Ploner and Shelley Ploner. And I don't have any children.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Because Bessie had 7.5. Are you sure you don't have any?
I'm 12.
Well, Bessie had 7.5. You never know.
Yes, I have children that live in Siberia right now. Okay.
Yay.
Alvin here. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hope.
What's my name? My name is Maggie Ploner. When is your date of birth? 8/19/1959, which means my birthday's tomorrow. How are you related to the Ploner family? I'm the daughter of Arthur, who is the son of Dave. And my parents are Arthur and Florence, and I don't have any kids. Just me.
They're on to it. You'll stand it out.
Do I have to give my birth?
No.
That's before BC. What is your name? Yours and Dean. Date of birth? February 24th, 1929. I laid a Ploner. My mother was a Ploner. Who are your parents? Jean Levine. Who are your children? Herb, Elaine, Bruce, Ryan, and Al.
Good.
I like this.
You guys.
You have more optimism, you have money. I have to look at it. No, I ask you a question. It's not such a big deal. I'm spending too much money. I need a partner.
Tape is cheap.
All right, did you cut?
Nope, go ahead. What's your name?
Okay. That's the part I
Connection with my
Let's go in the bathroom.
And what is your date of birth?
Okay, we can't pause right here.
And how are you related to the Ploner family?
My mother was Anne Ploner.
And That's who your parents are. Okay, and who are your children?
Children are Maddie.
They bought me 50% up front, another 25%.
And my grandchild is Bodie.
Another 25.
So, and then we'll ask her, then another cousin. What's your name?
I'm Nancy Heimowitz.
And what is your date of birth?
June 28, 1977.
And how are you related to the Ploner family?
Ann Floner is my grandmother.
So I work for them.
And who are your parents?
Medical and all that.
Tough
My
question.
mom, Harriet, Sam, back there, somewhere.
Oh, here's a good one. And who are your children?
Bessie had 7.5. Are you sure about that?
My name is Louis Strauss.
And what is your date of birth?
January 19th, 1921.
How are you related to the Ploner family?
My mother.
And what's your mother? Who's your mother?
Sarah.
Sarah.
Sarah Ploner.
Sarah Ploner, okay. And your children. Tell me about your children. How many children do you have?
I have 4 children. 11 grandchildren. And 2 great.
Okay. And your wife?
Betty.
And,
Strauss.
and what?
57 years.
57 years. And tell me about your children. How many children do you have? 4? Name your children.
The oldest is Linda, Simon, and Gail Kessler, Carl Strauss, and Ryan Strauss.
What is your maiden name, Betty?
Marcus.
Spell it.
Marcus.
Okay. And could I ask your date of birth? You don't have to give it to me.
March 7th.
March 7th.
1926.
1926. Very good. Okay, we got you.
He wants me to do the talking.
Okay.
Hi, I'm Jody. I am Jody Grinberg. This is Rocky. He needs to be on video too.
Okay. What is your date of birth?
3/29/75.
Who are your parents?
This is my mother, Linda Simon. She is daughter of the last people we just videotaped, Benny and Louis Strauss. They are my grandparents.
That's how you're related. And do you have any children?
I have children.
Yes.
I have many children.
You have many children?
Want some? No, I've got Joshua, he's 2.5, and I've got Zachary, he's 8.5 months, and my husband has a son who's 8. His name is Mark.
Okay.
He's not a descendant of the
Okay. And your mother. Let's talk to your mother. What is your name?
My name is Linda. His name is Simon.
And what is your date of birth?
My date of birth is December 5th, 1951.
And who are your parents?
Betty and Louis Strauss.
We're sitting right over there.
My grandmother was Sarah Ploner.
Okay. And your children?
Me. My children, my only child is Jody Grinberg.
Very good. Uh-oh. Stop. What is your name?
I am Mike Solomon.
And what is your date of birth?
My birth date is October 5th, 1948.
And how are you related to the Ploner family?
I am the great-grandson. I'm the grandson of Sarah and the great-grandson of, I guess, Harry and Bess, right, Mom?
And who are your parents?
My mom is Frida Solomon, was a Strauss, and she is the daughter of Sarah, and Sarah is one of the children of Harry and Beth.
Tell me about your children.
I have one child. His name is Scott. He was born January 16, 1990. He'll be 18 in January. He'll be a senior at Brandywine High School, and that's the only grandchild. We have a sister, Bonnie, who lives in Boston, Massachusetts, and my brother is deceased about 18 years now.
Okay, and who's this right here? What's your name?
Come on, close.
And what is your date of birth?
1925, May 17th.
Okay, and how are you related to the Ploner family?
I'm a grandchild.
Very good.
Sarah.
No, I'm a grandchild of Harry and
Harry and Bess, right? And you're the daughter of Sarah.
Okay, and who are your children?
Michael, Alan, and Michael Bonnie.
Okay, very good. All right, it's
Carl Strauss.
And what's your date of birth?
5/14/56.
And how are you related related to the Ploner family? Or your parents or your grandparents?
Through my grandparents.
Who are your parents?
Betty and Lou Strauss.
And your grandparents?
Isidore and Sarah.
Okay, very good. And your children?
They're related to me.
Who are your children?
Larry, Brad, Randy, and Heather.
Okay. Boy, Heather, you've gotten big. You know, like you were in elementary school with Alex? Dara? I don't know.
No, she was in Claymont with me.
Claymont. Okay, and you are? Speak up, Randy. Randy. Full name?
Strauss.
No middle name? Okay, full name means all of your names, okay? What is your date of birth, Randy? Speak up.
Yeah, my dad has
7/23/1989.
Okay, and
how about that?
how are you related to the Ploner family? Your parents, your grandparents, your great-grandparents? Who are your parents? And?
Susan Strauss.
Susan Strauss, okay. And your great-grandparents? Your grandparents?
Or his grandparents.
Oh, that must have been.
No, his.
He doesn't know.
Randy, you are not working with me here tonight. Come on, work with me here. Work with me. This is not cooperating. Let's go over here.
Take this.
What is your name?
Nathan Strauss. I don't care what you call me. Won't you now wait me?
This is my favorite here.
He's not camera shy.
He is my favorite. This guy right here. What is your date of birth, Nate?
May 23rd, 1922.
What is your social security? No, I'm just kidding.
22214.
Okay. How are you related to the Ploner family?
By marriage. My brother's name was Sarah Strauss. My father's name was Isidore Strauss. We all lived in the house.
And who are your children?
By marriage is David and Andrea.
Where the hell are they?
God knows. Andy went to Florida on vacation. David's working.
All right. Next, we're moving on. Oh, sorry.
See, your dad had to go make sure that everybody did this, whether they liked it or not.
I'm whacking. Well, yes. Turn around and face him.
Me.
What is your name?
Diane Strauss.
What is your date of birth?
6/23/59.
How are you related to the Ploner family?
Related to the Ploner family because Lou and Betty are parents of my husband Brian, who are all Strausses. And my brother Buddy is married to Andrea, so I'm in the family twice.
She's in there too. This is very unusual. She's in on two branches of the family. You have to make a whole thing for
because
her.
Buddy Fine Strauss
Who's married to Andrea, the son of...
And Brian Strauss share the same birthday and set me up on a double date. So I went out with Brian Strauss and married him a year after Andrea and Buddy Fine married each other.
That's amazing.
52? Was Buddy 52? I have a brother that'll be 60 if he survives it.
And her father and I grew up together.
We up again? The children are Sean Strauss and Michael Strauss. Okay.
What is your name?
I think that is
Full name?
Wait a minute.
Oh, you got a middle name. You're going to do with your brother. And what is your date of birth?
No, God, Buddy's 55.
Talk to the camera. And how are you related to the Ploner family?
Well, we grew up across the street from
Who are they?
the
Sarah and
Jewish
right?
fraternity. Yeah. Sarah from the Glaze.
Okay. And you have no children, right?
Yeah. My maiden name was Fine.
I think you would know.
Well, he's Fine Strauss now.
You would definitely know.
You know my parents. We didn't get into that.
Yeah, your parents did.
Carl Strauss? Yeah, they did.
And how do you know my children?
Now, where's your husband?
JCC in school.
I have no clue. I do not. Oh, actually, he's in there.
Exactly.
My husband is the only one in this family that has.
Rebecca Floner.
Middle name? Any middle name?
Yeah.
Okay. What is your date of birth?
December
Speak up. I can't hear you.
23rd, 1997.
And how are you related to the Ploner family?
My dad,
And his name is?
Randy Floner.
And Yes, and his parents were?
Phyllis and Leonard.
Leonard Ploner. Okay, very good. All right. And you have no children, right?
Right.
Okay, all right, we're moving over here next. Get close to her because I don't think she's going to talk very loud because she's really shy. Not that close. What is your name?
Sarah.
Oh, and what is your full name?
Sarah Elizabeth Ploner.
Say it again.
Elizabeth Ploner.
Elizabeth Ploner. What is your date of birth, Elizabeth Ploner? Sarah Elizabeth Ploner.
September 12th.
Year?
1999.
1999. How are you related to the Ploners?
My dad.
And his name is? Randy. All right, very good. And next we have this young gentleman over here. What is your full name?
Joshua Hammond Ploner.
Okay, I love your pianos. And what is your date of birth, full date of birth?
February 2nd, 2001.
What year?
2001. Groundhog Day.
Seems like yesterday. And who are your parents? Who?
Randy and Martha.
Randy and Martha Ploner. That must be why you're here. Okay, very good. Next. All right, we're gonna.
What's it say?
What is your name?
My name is Paula Levine.
And what is your date of birth, if you want to give it to us?
Yes, 2/24/33.
And how are you related to the Ploner family?
I'm related to George. I'm his
By
wife.
marriage. Right, okay. And who are your parents?
Sue and Joseph Marmer.
Okay, and who are your children?
My children are Irving, Elaine, Bruce, Ryan, and Alan.
This must be one of your children.
I just walked in. I got here late.
What is your name?
Bruce Levine.
Nice to meet you. I'm Mike Schwartz.
How are you?
And what is your date of birth?
9/1/60.
9/1.
September 1st.
That is my mother's birthday right there.
You know our birthday's the same day?
Really?
What else? The camera's rolling.
I'm sorry. And who are your parents?
George and Paul Levine, I think.
Okay, and that's how you're related. Your children? You have any
I
children?
don't have any children. I'm not married. I have a partner. If you want to go over to Dan,
Okay, let's go over to Dan.
that's my partner, Dan.
Okay.
All right. These people's numbers right on the
It's nice meeting you.
But I don't know my kids' numbers.
What about your daughters now? What's this?
My name is Brian Strauss.
What is your date of birth?
October 26, 19. Is this a test? Were we?
How are you? If you don't know your date of birth, it's an IQ test.
It's 1960.
And how are you related to the Ploner family?
Sarah was my grandmother.
And your father was?
My father is Louis.
Okay, very good.
And my uncle is Nate.
And your children are?
My children are Sean and Michael. 21 and 18.
Very good. Okay.
I'm Phyllis. Do you want Phyllis Feldman Kane?
And middle name? Any middle name?
Barbara.
Okay. What is your date of birth?
June 23, 1940.
And how are you related to the Ploner family?
I'm Ann Feldman, Ploner's daughter.
Careful there, buddy.
What is she doing?
He's zooming in on your name tag.
I do that every time
Not
you ask
her
that
cleavage,
question.
Alex, there. Okay. My boy, it's preteen. Ooh, I'm really embarrassing him now. Okay, and who are your children? Oh, he's, well, how old are you, Alex? 11 and a half? 12? Whatever. 11 and a half.
I have a kid who's 44 in Nicole. I have to look at the camera. Can I look at you? I don't know the camera.
Speak up. Children.
Kim is 44 and Nicole 41. And they each have two.
I'm sorry, you have a 44-year-old child?
And they each have
How the hell old are you?
all time. All
You look like you're 40-something. My God.
And they have, Kim has two children that are 17 and 19. And then, you want to know their names?
Sure.
All right, John Louise and Ruby Ann. And then Nicole has a daughter that's 11 114, Shelby and Danielle.
You are a grandmother. I cannot believe it.
19-year-old granddaughter.
Oh my God. I want her jeans.
You have them.
Oh, that's right. I do have them. I have your jeans. All right.
Are you going to edit this, honey?
Wait. What is your name?
I have my 15 seconds. Hi, I'm Frank Kane. I'm Phyllis's husband.
And your date of birth?
May 29th, 1948.
And you already asked how you're related to the Ploner family. Who are your parents?
My parents are John and Catherine Kane. And they are first generation Americans, Irish Americans.
Okay. Let's move on here. What is your name?
My name is Sam Heimowitz.
And what is your date of birth?
June 7th, 1941.
And how are you related to the Ploner family?
I married Ann Ploner's daughter, Harriet.
Who are your parents?
My parents are Sid and Shirley Heimowitz.
And who are your children?
My children are Maggie and Erica Heimowitz.
Their children.
And they just both recently got married. And so Maggie's married name is Maggie Sequeira, and Erica's married name is Erica Voinovich, and she just had my first grandchild, which was a little boy, Bodie. And on the video, that is the last image you see before it goes out.
Oh my God! Yeah.
And obviously, Bodie then becomes the youngest grandchild of a great-grandmother, Anne.
Okay, very good. Your name is?
Pauline Ross.
And your date of birth?
October 6th, 1959.
And how are you related to the Ploner family?
My grandmother was Jean, who had son George, and I'm his daughter.
Good. And you're married to?
Sean Ross.
Sean Ross. Hi, Sean Ross. Tell me about you. Hold on. What is your date of birth, Sean?
7/12/58.
With the camera. And we know how you're related to the Ploner family.
No, it wasn't available.
I'm married to her.
You're married to her, and your children.
Right, we have a son, Shane.
Shane. Hi, Shane. What's your date of birth? What's your full name?
Shane Harrison Ross.
And what is your date of birth?
4/13/92.
And we know how you're related to the Ploner family, but do you know how you're related? Who is your great-grandfather?
Great-grandfather, Cup of Jack.
I'm sorry?
Cup of Jack.
Jack?
Levine.
Levine. Okay, we got it.
Brad Strauss.
Brad Strauss. And what is your date of birth?
11/24/86.
And how are you related to the Ploner family?
Who? What family?
How are you related to the Ploner family? Who are your parents?
Carl Strauss.
And who are their parents?
Lou and Betty Strauss.
And who are their parents?
Oh, Sarah.
Sarah. You're on the Sarah side.
Okay, yeah.
Very good. You passed the test.
Okay.
And what is your name?
I'm tired.
What's your middle name, Tired?
Hi. Goodbye.
Okay, so what do you want
And
to
I
know?
need your name.
I'm Beth Krieger Rothschild.
Okay, and your date of birth?
Oh my God, I have to give that for the whole world?
No, you don't have to.
June 4th, 1953.
Oh my God. Oh, no, just kidding.
I'm Edith Ploner's daughter.
And that's how you're related to the...
Right. My father was, my grandfather was David Ploner, and my grandmother was Lillian Kravitz Ploner.
All right, you're on.
I have just moved back to Jersey City.
Tell me your children.
My children are Alex Meir. Alex,
come over here.
You're going to be in the video too.
And your name?
Alexander Meir.
And your date of birth?
January 21st, 1989.
And your parents?
This is my mom right here, Beth Rothschild.
And your grandparents?
Edith and Arthur Krieger. Edith Ploner.
Okay, all right, very good. And you're married? No.
I'm 18.
You're 18.
I'm just going to college.
No, that's okay. All right. And I guess that's all. Anything else you can
He
think?
has a sister, Vanessa.
Oh, yes, other children.
Vanessa is 23.
Uh-huh.
She's an environmental scientist. She graduated from Wesleyan.
And you have all these other, you added all of the other people to the family tree there.
I did.
Tell me about your brothers and sisters.
I have two brothers. I'm the rose between two thorns. I have an older brother, Fred Krieger, who has two children, Daniel and Caroline. And my younger brother, Andy, has 6 children. He has one son, David Z. Krieger, and he has 5 daughters. And I'm going to hope that I give them in the right order. Shoshana Krieger, Alana Krieger, Ariel Krieger, Genevieve Krieger, and Annika Krieger.
Wow.
Are you impressed? I'm a great aunt.
You have
Don't
done
ask me for a birthday.
You have done the Strausses one better.
And I have 2 stepchildren as well. Lindsay Rothschild, who's 21, and Adam Rothschild, who's 26.
Okay. No, I'm not taking. What did you? Yes, I'm queued up. I had to get the tapes queued up because Nancy came to visit with 2 children and we haven't seen in a long time. We have to get some video.
Hi. Greetings from Texas.
What we doing in here?
Playing Barbie.
We haven't seen.
I've never played Barbie before, actually.
How you doing?
Can? Okay. I can play.
Haven't seen you in like 2 years. Did you have a good time? You went to the beach?
Yep.
You have a good time? Was the weather good?
Yep.
You went swimming in the ocean?
Yep.
Can you say anything besides yep?
Nope.
What grade are you in? What grade are you going into?
4th.
4th, yeah? Did you get good grades?
Yes.
Who are your best friends?
Casey and Lizzie.
Casey's last name and Lizzie's last name?
Casey, Flynn, Lizzie Bonahue.
Okay, why do you like them?
Lizzie's really nice and I've known Casey all my life.
Oh, okay. What school do you go to?
Ammon Park.
Who was your teacher last year?
Miss Charlier.
Yeah? Okay.
She gave a lot of homework.
How do you get along with your sister?
It's very hard to.
Yeah, why?
Because she's very hard to get along with.
Why?
Because she just is.
Okay, that's a good answer.
So is my brother.
Yeah, that happens, you know. And here we have another one that we haven't seen in 2 years who looks completely... Stand up for a second. So tell me all about your life. You went to the beach?
Yeah.
Have a good time? How was the weather?
What?
How was the weather at the beach? Did it rain? Was it beautiful? Was it nice? You were out on the beach every day? Yeah, had a good time. You also went to the mountains, I understand?
Yeah, I stepped on a wasp nest. 3 stings on, 2 on the neck.
Oh my gosh! Why'd you do that?
Wait, what happened? I missed it.
She stepped on a wasp's nest.
Oh, yeah, right.
That wasn't very smart.
Ow. Hey, I can't tell. It was like when the grass was like this tall.
Okay, turn the volume down a little bit while I'm doing this. What grade are you going into?
6.
Yes, what's your next grade? Well, I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
6.
6th grade. Who was your teacher last year?
Miss Kazanis.
Who are your best friends? 2 or 3 best friends?
I don't have any best friends.
You don't have any best friends?
Only friends. I think that's better because it's better to just have just friends than best friends. You know?
Speaking of friends.
Who are 2 of your good friends?
Callie and the Wild West.
Oh, okay. All right. All right, I'm sure we'll videotape a little more. It's too bad it wasn't a beautiful day out today. We'd be going to the pool. Instead, we're inside because it's pouring rain.
Goodbye.
First to the game. If you caught the ball with Jeremy Cleveland's name on it, take that photograph. Customer service center. Reading your prize for $5.
Picture event. We've got a photo op.
Picture event.
Photo op. Everybody with your cameras. Wait.
Oh, Michael takes picture. Happy birthday to you.
Do one this way. Do one this way.
Wait, stop.
You got an umpire there, you have to make the call second to make the call first.
Hi, Dougie. I'm very upset that you're not mixing drinks.
Oh, well, you know, there's nothing here.
Service is much better when you're mixing. And the prices.
And I still want a pretzel.
Well, welcome to the Over 50 Club, Carrot.
That's tomorrow.
Oh, tomorrow, okay. Well,
Today I'm just 50. When were you born? At what time? Oh, I don't know, honey. I was adopted. They didn't. Oh, you say you have no clue what time you're dead? I'm picking 11:59 p.m. So I'm still 49. It's all forced. Hey, it's not bad being over 50. I'll tell you right now. It hasn't been, Michael.
I have mine.
I have bifocals for you.
Just came to my mind.
Report to the first base stairwell next to the dugout.
Yeah, actually. No.
Open it up.
Here they come. Your Wachovia victory ball.
See, I told you didn't need glasses for that. This is a gift that will be on the back of your toilet for the rest of your life.
I love these books.
Oh, you already have this one?
No, not this one. I know, me too. But this is, she'll never turn 50 ever again. Hey, Michael, she will never turn 50 again.
Let's hope not.
There is a lot more to come. Let's send it down to Trev.
Floater, you're leaving early, so I want to make sure I get you on video. Hello? Hello?
Hey, how you doing?
How's the food? Oh, who do we have here? It's our youngest. It's the newest member of our family.
Say hi.
Hi, Daniel. Wow. You're almost related to this child.
Lucky for him, I'm not.
Jeff, you look different. You look like a father.
He looks like he lost some energy.
Harry Geisenberger. Hi. Who's this?
Sheba.
Sheba? Queen of Sheba?
Queen of Sheba.
Hi, Queen of Sheba.
Harry was the one that was trying to...
Hi, Sandy. Hello. Just say, Carol, hello.
How you doing?
2.5.
See my baby?
Hi, welcome to our party. I don't know who we missed.
Laurel. Hey. Gary Betty. Whoa, gotta back up a little bit.
Good time.
How's the bocce going?
And I won the bocce.
Oh, you know what? There's a shower in there.
Jeff played, and he's not as big a whiner as you said.
You just haven't played long enough with him.
Oh yes, I was lying. I was lying.
Just wait the volleyball. Oh, by the way, Jeff, I'm the new head coach of Penn Soccer volleyball team. No experience. You'll figure that one out.
Millman's.
What's up? You know, this game's
Hello.
just at the end of the slot.
Yeah, I know it may become of a shock to you, but I actually have a camcorder here.
Camcorder? Who gave you that?
You know what happened? I had a really good camcorder, 3CCD, and I dropped it.
In the water?
And the autofocus stopped working, so I had to buy this new high-def camcorder. I had to drop that old camcorder 5 or 6 times before it broke, and I could buy this new high-def camcorder.
Drop it, you get a replacement warranty.
Damn. Hi, Lori.
Oh, thanks, Michael. You don't know we and I've been never had it again.
Hi, Zandy.
Hello.
Wow, I think it's got a little... What are we doing here?
Playing my Game Boy.
What are you playing?
I'm playing Kirby.
You playing what? Cody?
Kirby.
Kirby, okay. Hello.
That's interesting.
I don't agree with that.
You mean he believes his Senate seat's there for vote?
I think Bogley. More importantly, I think Bogley is there. Don't get this on tape.
Keep all these police from showing up.
What do we have here? Julia.
Say hello. Absolutely. There was
was a Arab guy that
Adam.
gone in the park over there with the Japanese.
Dara, hardly saw you today.
He got killed. A couple of bystanders.
Who's this child here? I can't even see it. Oh, Sam. Hi, Sam.
We were in when we were in Las Vegas. Interesting.
Las Vegas, hell on earth. Was it hot in Las Vegas?
135 on the strip.
Okay, and why did you go there? Never mind. Stuart. Hey. And Nora. Hey, Nora. Sorry to interrupt you. Well, not that sorry. But I was really sorry. It's the retired person. Are you a member of AARP yet?
No, I qualified, but AAA does it for me right now. Too many letters otherwise.
Holy moly.
No food allowed here.
Holy moly, this is the biggest child I've ever seen.
Louisa. That's you. It's you. It's you. Yes, I'm going to take my children and go.
Okay, you can actually go into a room, you know.
Oh, yeah, Alex.
Bam!
No!
Take down.
Can you please let it go, man?
I could, but that would be no fun.
So put the gun down. Step away from the gun.
Videotape me, Dad.
I'm doing it.
What did you say? Videotape me?
No, amputating him.
This is a preview of what's going to happen on this bar mitzvah.
Wait, is it? Get out of here. Who's in here?
Stop it.
Oh my god, I forgot about the exploding toy room. Josh. Anybody else in here? No? Niet.
They won't let us in.
Who won't let you
It's
in?
not my room. So I was just told it's not letting anybody in.
Oh, and you're guarding the door?
No, I'm just waiting for Alex to find out if this is big stuff.
To find out?
That is so stupid of me. He's right there.
And who's this?
Zach.
Zach?
That's Zach.
What are you doing?
This is Zach.
No girls allowed here. If only you knew. It's a herd, oh boys.
Goodbye. Goodbye.
You're leaving?
I'm leaving.
Stop it.
Herd, oh boys. And one girl.
As long as I can hear him, I'm not in the big.
Bye.
Whoa!
Enough waters, and he drank mine, so. Oh, and we saw JD's dad. Bye.
She's doing handstands.
You get the Millmans with us today? Get out of there.
Well, take them.
son.
Take them in the water.
I will. We got Bill.
We better hurry.
Barbara.
And Alex.
Before they come out.
And Dara.
And Alex.
Came out of the
And Audrey. Hey, Audrey.
camera. And Alex.
Alex, stop. Let's go.
Show the camera to me. Dad, show the camera.
Okay.
Kill Bill. It's going to be Kill Bill 3.
Get my neck. Okay, get on my head. Get on.
Still want to be on his back.
Ready?
Because he had her killed. He thought he left her dead.
Tara's gonna die. You ready?
No, not now.
Not now. When are you gonna die?
No.
What time?
Bend down. Just bend down and I'll get it.
1, 2, 3.
That looks cute.
Can I do it?
No.
Hey!
Much more fast.
You got him on my arm. I can get on with my arms. I'll put even more weight on him.
How old are you?
This is Sue Thompson, old friend. Used to be married to Barry McAllister.
One of my husbands.
One of your husbands. Okay. Skin of the Arden, another Arden Fair. The great thing about the Arden Fair is I used to know all these people. The bad thing is I can't remember any of them. What do you have to say for yourself, Josh?
Nothing.
Chuck E. Cheese? Whoa! the bearer of good beer.
No, thank you.
Lily!
Also, this fall, keep an eye out for 2 shows at the Grand. October 7th, welcome to Pixie.
Speak up.
Hello, I'm Lily. I'm Dara's friend, and it is the 100th Arden Fair. And if you can hear it in the background, there is
Get me. Nobody ever videotapes me. Hi. I'm Daddy. Nobody ever videotapes me.
So, Lily, how do you know me? You're in my class, and you were both our friend Eli. You're his friend, and that's how I met you. And now we're in the same class, so we're best friends. And where am I going after your mom finishes her sandwich? To my house to see Shorty and Kitty and Rosie Northcott, which is right down the street.
Okay, all right, that's it.
Bye, Billy.
You're right. Boy, did we play that wrong. We could have saved all that other junk.
Mike Connor. Andrea. And Randy. I meant to buy the next. You know, you got the last one. I owe you for that one.
I got the first 3.
What?
I got the last 3 pictures.
Oh, now it's on record.
All right, I owe you.
Did you read the story yesterday?
Yes. Hold on. We're putting an ending on this puppy.
Come on, come over here. Look at me. Look for I can shoot fish. I went on the ground. Whee! See how far she can do it. See how far she can do it. Not very far. Uh-oh.
Well, this is exciting. This is our first and probably last boating party of the season. At the Tidwells with their boat.
Happy Labor Day.
Happy Labor Day!
Oh.
Fortunately, nobody's in labor.
And it's actually tomorrow, but happy Labor Day weekend. Alex!
You're diving up the diving board.
Well, what happened to the kids? Rebecca, Sarah, Dara.
I'm here.
Oh.
We got it from New York.
All children with the last letter of A in their name. Joshua. Hello.
There's sunshine.
All right. Josh and Sarah. Rebecca, you're just so shy. Sarah. Sarah.
Sunshiny face.
Here's Skid.
Wow, isn't that beautiful, Jeff? First of hopefully many,
Look at that looking at mommy. Or that was just kind of.
She's okay.
Check on Tuesdays.
What are you doing? You swimming?
And then I realized there had been a thunderstorm.
Oh, really?
And the storm.
Don't eat this piece. This one's not good. I'll take this away.
This wasn't expensive TV. So I'm like, all right.
That's nice.
Take my dinner. That's great. Turn the TV.
Canada Dry.
Line the side of the picture.
How's your schedule?
How can I say no to that one?
Talk to the secretary.
Could you make room for the fruit?
Put your right arm out.
So Corey, what you Sarah, the new team?
I went into Memorial Day.
Go forward 2 steps. Bring left hand turn slightly.
Wow, look at that graphic.
Herman, it doesn't taste like chicken though.
It's really amazing considering how small it is. You know, it's precious.
Yeah, most ones I will know.
I nailed it.
God, it's weird, Allie, not having my kids be the center of attention. Thanks a freaking lot.
Sorry, I had to
Sarah's getting her first driving lesson from my son that doesn't even drive.
Well, that sounds about right.
more important things coming up in their lives anyway.
I gotta nail this turn.
Enjoy the spotlight. I've already
Hold on.
up there, and we can't keep those pictures.
Hello, we're at Uncle Jeff's house.
And say goodbye.
Over there's Daniel. Ow, Alex, you made me
What happened to the lights?
Yeah, I can kind of stretch it off.
I don't know. I can't play the crossfit with the women and the men.
Yeah, what? I'll move over there, that's fine. Huh?
Whatever Randy's theme is. Looks like one of those shows, man. Really, he's great. Elton Brown and the Good Eats. He's doing
Who am I missing?
This is going to be killer. See this, man?
that whole olive section. Now that's something else now.
Every time I go up there, I need baba ganoush. This one.
Baba ganoush?
Baba ganoush. This one. How much baba ganoush do you want? Each one was a piece of art. I'll need to buy. No, like a liquid, like a cream. One of them had like 3 pound white eggs, like another one had like peanut butter and jelly. Oh yeah, they're all like pieces of art.
Michael's at it again. Where's your lighting? Or do you need lighting?
Wait. There's my lighting. I forgot about it. It's a new camcorder.
Hey, dear Randy, happy birthday to you.
Thank you, everyone, for being a part of this wonderful event.
You're welcome. Let's see you
I just
knock it
can't
out.
believe I'm turning 50.
I wish I knew you longer.
You weren't so shocked when I turned 50.
I'll have to make a wish.
You weren't even paying attention.
Just think about how old you are in dog years.
Look, you're a young man.
There you go. Just don't be late for work tomorrow.
Hey, all right. Mark just said take the day
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Betsy. Happy birthday to you.
One for all the years and one for good luck.
All right.
Thanks so much. Thank you.
That's right. I got it the other day with
That's right. I
You didn't know how old you were.
Ooh, I'm
2.
50.
She's
29. I'm 50
Many
years
times
old.
over. Are you really?
Which is amazing. How did that happen?
Say hi to Uncle Michael.
And here we're giving them all of our old toys.
Some of our old toys. I have a feeling the kids are going to want to keep 1 or 2.
Move that pillow, Dara.
Flower power.
This is a virtual treasure trove of old Alex and Dara.
It's only just begun. The attic's got 7 times as much. There's another bye.
Finally get rid of some of this stuff. And it looks like it's nappy time for Uncle Jeff.
Look at that.
It's just about nappy time
Hey,
for
Kat.
me too.
Where do you want?
Someplace we can put them on the floor. It's
Hanby Center, flag football.
Back up. Go straight. Let's go. Well, make a tackle, guys.
You gotta keep going, Fred.
Go, get him, Joe. Interception. All right.
Alright, run! That's right.
And Marissa said, I didn't tell her about this, I said, baby name it. And Marissa
Please use some video.
It's my birthday, we're having a good time. And I almost kissed Sam Elliott this afternoon.
You did? Where? Tell me more.
Heathrow Airport. I wish. Hi, happy birthday, Michael.
Hey, Jay. Hey, Jay.
AJ Allen. Happy birthday, Mike. Happy birthday, Mike. You love it. We've been married 18 years on the same day that Michael and Pam Sue were married 17 years ago, right?
All right. Happy birthday.
Stop. He's 60. He was 60.
I'm not anymore.
Your hair looks nice. I see it. Nice running complexion.
This is the end. That's it.
Carrie, let's be careful with the marker in our dress.
For your outstanding flag.
We are.
I'll give it to Matt. I'll just give it to Matt. All right. You guys take care.
Alex's birthday party again. Number 20 or number 37, the cart number 37. We have Alex Schwartz. Cart number 39, we have Ethan Andrus. Give me a thumbs up. Cart number 38, we have Chris Bell. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. 38, cart number 38. And in cart number 32, we have Randy Frank. Randy's 32. Give me a thumbs up, Randy. Don't push anything yet. And here comes Alex. Hey, Alex. Here they come again.
Get away. You're a quarterback. I'm gonna snap it to you. No, you're the wide receiver, actually. I'm gonna snap it to you. I'm gonna block. And as soon as he gets wide open, pass it. But it's just like a light toss because we don't want to break anything. But I have to, the whole point is to block. Wait. The whole point is to block ready. Hike. Oh, wait, hold on. Go. Hike. Come on.
So yeah, he does wish you'd be able to get. Alex, I bet you do wish that you were 21 because then you can go in the NFL.
Going where?
Yeah.
Introduce everybody. We have Chris Bell.
You can be any age to go into the NFL.
I'm turning 21, look.
We have Ethan Andrus, who's known
Peace.
Alex since he was in
Diapers.
Even a little before.
Jacob Levinson from down the street. Randy Frank.
And a bowl of ice cream.
And Alex.
A bowl of ice cream.
And number 21.
A bowl of ice cream.
Isn't that your shirt number 2? And Alex's 12th birthday.
Picture. Hold on.
Happy birthday to you.
Randy.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Alex. Happy birthday to you.
Just do it. Turn it!
Okay, spit on that one,
Wait,
so.
no, don't blow. No, do like a ah. No, stop. I'm letting them all back up. Got wax on the.
Alright, that's enough of that.
Here, Randy and
And there they are, the happy couple.
Hello in California.
All right.
I don't know what to say.
That's okay. You don't have to say anything. I'm just going to walk around and do a little videotaping. I just want to make sure I got you.
And the whole family.
Andy. Mazel tov. Joe. Harry. Mazel tov.
Very happy.
Huh? This is for, I'll make a copy for Cheryl and Jeff. Where's Lee and Meg? Huh? This is for the California people. It's Lee and Meg made a rare public appearance here. Getting a lot of glare from that head there.
People in glass houses should not throw stones.
I'm not quite sure who these people are. Oh. This is for the California crowd. Sorry, I'm annoying. I'm the video annoying person.
wasn't far behind.
Sure do these. More people I don't know.
Welcome everybody to Allison and Howie's engagement party, and thank you for coming. If we didn't get a chance to meet, my name is Harry, and this is my wife Sandy. Hello. And I want everybody to have a good time, and if there's anything you need, just let us know. And thank you for coming. Thank you, Michael.
Where are they, up here? Where is Howie?
Take a picture of him taking pictures.
I don't think Pat does either, actually.
Wasn't she there?
No, I don't think she was.
Oh my God, you weren't there?
Oh my God, no, she wasn't. It was Harry and you.
Did we recreate it?
No.
Bobby! Bobby!
Mom.
Thank you.
Deer in the headlights.
Oh, yeah, right.
Monaco.
Hi, you want to come fun with us?
What I usually do on videos, we have food cam. This is from a Dave Letterman. So you have doggy cam, which kind of goes like this. And then you have food cam. Whoa.
Everyone's loving it.
Whoa. It's fun too.
Good stuff. You're right. You know, there's somebody needing your fondue now, Michael.
I actually try to save my voice on the weekends because I deal with kids all day. So, but anyway, Allison and I would like to thank everyone here for coming. We're really happy that everybody showed up. People came from Boston, from Jersey, all over the place.
Florida.
I'm all the way from Delaware.
We are all the way from Philly. And we're really excited, and we want to thank everybody. We want to thank Stephanie for picking out this place. Everybody give Stephanie a round of applause. This place is awesome. And also thank Harry and Sandy for setting this whole thing up, as well as my parents.
He said it all.
Well, you got her train.
Wait until they're married. That'll be a whole different story. Okay, that's it. Go back to your
Here we are on our Wildwood beach vacation at Montego Bay. Hi, Alex.
They're making me do homework.
A pretty nice big place here.
Hello. We have the best view ever. Just look out the window.
Best view ever, huh?
Let's go out there.
Yeah, we do have a pretty good view here, don't we? Pretty nice big room. This is like twice the size of the room that we had on our cruise. Just a second.
I want to videotape my room.
Hey, it's me.
Good job. Hello.
Just pan.
Hey, I don't know if it's on yet. She's got the red,
It's on.
red light.
Don't walk, just Go all around the room. Okay, that's plenty. Okay, hit your thumb again and stop it. Okay, talk.
Okay, we're at Wildwood right now.
At the Montego Bay Resort.
What she said, at the Montego Bay Resort. This is our room. I guess you could call it a suite because it is sweet.
What's the number? Do you remember?
416.
416. And what weekend is this?
What holiday weekend?
Thanksgiving weekend.
And what night did we come down?
Thursday night, and then we had Friday night, and today's Saturday. We have one more day, Sunday.
Well, summer.
One more night tonight. And where are we going today?
We're going to Cape May.
Alex! Well, we went to Cape May. Let's try this again. I'll rest my arm on here. Let's try this again. I'll rest this here. And they're on the beach. And they're coming back after playing on the beach. Aw, isn't that cute?
What's sweetie? There's animals too. Here's animals. Okay, absolutely.
I don't pay I'm my favorite. You want it?
Okay.
I have my
Lindsay, let's do letters, sweetie. You
I don't.
These look great.
I have
Took a picture of it. I didn't. Thank you. First night of Hanukkah. And what did you get here, Dara?
I got a tape. I got a tape player, a CD player, and a radio. And these two can make it surround sound in my room.
What did you get for Hanukkah, little boy?
A car.
A bunch of cars. An Xbox 360. We won't be seeing you for much in the next little while, or?
Watch this car in a sec. It's gonna be awesome.
Yeah. Well,
Hold on.
we're done. We're fading out here, buddy. Asher Kedeshanu B'mitzvah Mitzvanu L'hadlik Ner Shalom Yikra Baruch Atah Adonai Eloheinu Melech Haolam Sha'asa Nitzim Avoteinu Bayomim Ha'ahem Ba'azman Hazeh. Grandma got one over by the reindeer.
Mommy, look what I got.
What you got?
All this stuff from Limited too.
Oh my
I got
gosh.
headbands. I still need to hold him.
Fortunately, it's safe for him to play.
I still need to.
Let the little congestion sound.
You're all set on the still on the
1, 2. Let's take one giant step in the middle. Pass it. We don't have to throw it. Pass it, pass it, pass it, pass it. Additional item. One additional
additional item was just added to the raffle auction. Nomi Steen, can you raise that basket up really high, the basket? Those tickets in that basket are green. Those tickets are for a very special pie roast rolling in the face raffle. All the money benefiting the Hebrew School except for 20% going to the Bahama Fund. Those tickets, ladies and gentlemen, are $5 a piece.
Shabbos lit. Let me tell you, we're going to be lighting from the most recent candle, which will be candle number 6, going in backwards order. Let me explain why if you're lighting a shamas, because I see they're not all. Second blessing. Whenever there was one. You always start from there. Leave your sister one. Do red. And you got white for the safe part, then yellow. Then yellow. Now stop. Uh-oh. There's a breeze here. It is so not your fault. Can I give over to Sharon?
Burn those fingers when you play the guitar.
Spots on the parking lot for everyone.
Where are you going with this?
Where am I going with this? We are going to auction a parking space. Remember, it's going to be a cold winter. Wouldn't you love to have a parking space really, really close to the doors, really, really close? Mom, 40 from the DJ. Do I hear 45? After you got the microphone. Ding, 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 ding.
I need you for my pie. Pie.
Much better, I think. Just remember.
Hi, I need you for my pie.
Magna Incorporated is not responsible for any major pain associated with surgery to implant into wrist.
Again. And for a preview of
8 days of your life, get it?
Hanukkah.
8 days to workshop.
Never mind. The end.
Einstein, all recyclable. A very unique menorah designed from all recyclable materials.
You're going to read the number for us. Ready? What's the first number?
3.
3 is the first.
Now this is just a classic example of what your Director of Education and Programming will do for our synagogue and our school. All those who want to see this live and in person, come up to the front. Give the man some room. Give the man some room, please. Please. All right. On 3. 1, 2, 3. You've never looked so good, Roche Rollins.
To Mr. Larafeld. He might have been stretching, but we're going to count it. $5 to Mr. Larafeld. Thank you so much.
Final night of Hanukkah.
Woohoo. Ready?
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech olam Asher kedishanu bo mitzvah bitzivanu lehadlik ner shel Hanukkah. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech olam sha'asim nisan laboteinu bayamim hahem bazman hazeh.
Aren't those beautiful?
Come take a look at the Minerva that Alex and his classmates made. You have to go from the other side. Alex, you don't do that.
Oh, this is the one we just bought at the
Hanukkah Spectacular.
It's very beautiful, I think.
Just push it in just a little bit.
Our annual Christmas visit for the free clients.
Just came in from South Carolina.
So nice to spend Christmas with the family.
Boy, her arms are. Boy, that ham is good.
Love that fried food, don't you, South Carolina?
Y'all.
Daniel.
Europe.
You hear y'all.
Take a picture.
Hi, man. Slurp.
Let's go to Europe.
Lisa. Lisa.
How long were you away?
12 days. Cheryl.
Where'd you fly into?
Venice. Get.
Is this a movie too?
No, this is just my.
That's good.
Peter.
That's good, Peter.
Can't take him anywhere.
That's a keeper. That